Silver broke above $60 this week for the first time ever. Depending on when you're watching this, we could be well into the 60s, or we might have dipped back below that level. Either way, this is a huge moment, and today we're going to break down what this means for beginning stackers and how to keep stacking smart without chasing hype. So let's talk about what actually happened this week. Silver didn't just go up. This was absolutely a breakout. We've had months of tight supply, month after month of record delivery demand in the tens of millions of ounces per month. We've had huge industrial demand, and we've had a sustained price above the decades-long resistance level of $50 an ounce. And when that pressure finally released, we got a fast move through $60. And so here's the important part. Moves like this don't just come out of nowhere. They usually happen when the physical market pulls ahead of the paper market, which we have been seeing lately. This means that people want physical metal now rather than just price exposure through futures contracts. This is why you're going to see volatility here. Silver can jump, dip, retest previous levels, and then keep climbing. If you're brand new, here's the number one thing to keep in mind. This kind of move does not mean that silver goes up in a straight line forever. In fact, it would be completely normal for the price to spike above 60 and then at some point get pulled back below that. Silver is an incredibly small market, and it doesn't take much to move it one way or the other. This doesn't mean you're late, and it certainly doesn't mean that this bull market is over. Now let's talk about a few things not to do, especially if you're stacking on a budget. Number one, don't FOMO buy your entire budget today. The price can dip $2 or $3 just as easily as it rose. In fact, today I'm recording this on Friday, December 12th, and the price of silver dropped by 4%. But it closed the week over 5% up. So keep moves like this in perspective as we move forward, because we're bound to see some volatility, and we are officially in uncharted territory when it comes to silver. Number two, don't buy anything with high premiums right now. You don't need to buy American Silver Eagles or anything collectible or limited edition, especially during times of price volatility. And number three, don't try to time price movement. Even the pros can't do it well, and our job is to stack ounces, not try to predict prices. Instead, here's what I think is the smart beginner play. Number one, stick to low premium generics. 10-ounce bars, generic rounds, or maybe kilo bars if you're further along in your stacking. Number two, dollar cost average instead of going all in. Break your silver budget into smaller chunks. And if we do go back into the high 50s, you'll be glad that you didn't spend your entire silver budget all at once. Number three, compare dealers before you buy. Prices are moving fast, and different dealers will respond differently. Check for specials that they're running, and also some offer free shipping, which can be a big deal when we're talking about the weight and the cost of insuring the package. Now, whether we're at 65 or 58 by the time you see this, nothing about the thesis changes. Silver's fundamentals are still tight. Industrial demand is still rising. Mining supply is still in a deep deficit, and decades of price suppression don't unwind in a single week. Now, just to share what I'm doing, I'm not chasing this breakout, but I am participating, right? I'm sticking to my same budget, I'm buying low premium silver, and I'm using dips as a buying opportunity. If the price keeps running, great. I've already been building my stack. If it pulls back, even better. I get to add ounces at a discount. So what happens next? Well, probably volatility. Breakouts usually come with sharp pullbacks, retests of previous levels, and big emotional swings. This is normal bull market behavior. This is also where new stackers might panic, but where smart stackers keep their head. If you're just starting your stacking journey, don't get intimidated by big price moves. Keep your eye on the long game, stick to a budget, and count your stack in ounces, not by today's spot price. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking so that YouTube will share it with other new stackers. And subscribe if you want clear, non-hype updates on silver, stacking on a budget, and eventually mining stocks and options. Next week, we're looking at where to buy silver and how to make sure you're not getting ripped off. So come back for that. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin. This is Ounces and Options.